All right. I am officially live on the air. Wanted to make sure that everything was going good. So if you can hear my voice, please jump into the chat and let me know. I'll try to pull this up on my phone. Looks like we're good. Yeah? Is the sound good? Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see. Yeah, we got it. Haven't done a live stream in forever. You know? Back for the first time. What's going on, everybody? Mr. Corey Madden, always good to see you. How you doing, sir? All right. So without further ado, let's make it do what it do. Today we are talking about Bitcoin BTC to the USD, and we will be doing a live price analysis on Tradingview. As I mentioned, I haven't done a video in a while, and I think this is a very important time in the market. So let's jump right into it, man. Let's get this little rocket countdown going. Beep, 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 beep. That's right.
Like a boss.
Live from USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. As I mentioned, BTC to the USD, this is on a 343 compliments of the boss method. It's a very easy and proven methodology to help you make money in the market. So if you haven't done it already, subscribe right now, join the money team, come on in. The doors are always open. 25,000 of my best friends have already done it. So join that red button, hit the thumbs up. I'm trying to do a live stream right now. I'm trying to do one of these as often as possible, especially when I think it's major movements happening in the market. So again, if you appreciate this content, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you. So let's look at Bitcoin. This is going all the way back to this cycle that started right here in February of 2019, right? In order to know where you're going, you gotta know where you've been. And right here, you can see Bitcoin has basically completed one part of that cycle, and that was capped off right here between the 4.2 and the 4.6, and that was north of like 12,000, right? Now keep in mind, we had another big run about 12 months before that, into 2017, that took us north of 20,000. So actually, this is a micro cycle inside a much bigger cycle, right? So one thing, let's see if we can do. Let's like fade that down a little bit, put it in purple, and jump out over to, let's see what the daily shows us, right? Bam, right? So again, it's very easy to get trapped and lost in the moment, but you can see that this is indeed just a section of that, right? Because if you do a Fibonacci on this one, boom, right? Now you're starting to see we're getting all these different levels of congruence here in between the 2.2 and 3.2. But nonetheless, this is a very pivotal and important time in the market. And that is why I'm making this video, right? So let's delete this, delete that, right? And so what we have is we're basically flatlining right here inside this golden triangle. We're flatlining right there on top of the 3.2 Fibonacci, right? What does that mean? That means that we still have macro momentum to the up. But because it's running flat, you also have this downward pressure coming from the long, especially when you go out to the daily. And I showed you this thing basically went all the way from 18,000 down to 12,000, and today it's at 9,000, right? And it's almost kind of like in this straight line linear regression. And so essentially we have a very big decision that Bitcoin is going to need to make in the very near and dear future, right? And we can color that box yellow so it stands out like that. Now, one thing I noticed when I was putting this chart together is that the last time this happened, it really wasn't a good situation for BTC. And essentially what I'm talking about is when you have a situation inside the chart, and this is over the course of months. Like if we look at this, you know, when this whole trend started right here, this is going back almost 81 days, right? And Bitcoin has been, you know, waving, you know, up and down 12% inside of 80 days. That basically means all of that energy that was dispensed and dispelled between 3,000 and 12,000, all of that energy right in here has now since consolidated and confined itself for 3 months inside a very, 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 very small channel, right? And so again, energy, just like water, does not like to be constricted, confined. It will always seek to expand itself. It will always seek to be free, you know? And and when it breaks out, it's going to break out or break down. There is no, you know, ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is shaping up to be a major, major move. But one thing I wanted to show you guys in this video, let me check the comments, make sure everybody's good. JJ No Money, what's going on? Good to see you. You know, the squad is in the building. I saw this right here. This is basically essentially the exact same setup we have, to where we kind of have a flatline price baked into it, and that price back here was a much better price. Let's see, right? That was kind of our stabilization price. It kept bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. That was at like 9,400, right? And then we kind of did this descending wedge formation until it literally just kind of broke down, and then it came right back up to 9,400 and got smacked back down all the way down, I think like 6,800, somewhere in there. And so we could have a very, very similar situation to where we do kind of like a microcosm of that inside this descending wedge right here, to where kind of like this floor that's been built in, probably like what, 88, 92, somewhere in there, right? That floor that's built into there, we start to reject on that floor, and that will drop us essentially below $8,800, right? We could stretch it down just a little bit. That would drop us below $8,800, and then we would probably fall to around 82 to somewhere 78, 88. All I'm doing, I'm looking at these different loops over here. You got a loop right there. You got a big loop right there, a big loop right there. So that's probably where we would fall to. So we would probably do something like that. Bounce back up and then reject again. That's looking if it goes down, right? The market makers have not yet decided what they're going to do. All I'm doing is showing you what's possible. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get lost in the moment and want to be cheerleaders and put their pom-poms on and hope. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope that it goes up. I don't hope. I deal in reality, right? We do have net negative momentum pushing us lower. We do have quick positive momentum that has pushed us higher a little bit. And now we're kind of sitting in between limbo land, right? And so that's the opportunity. If you want to play it to the up, just know that it won't be going up until we stand long and strong north of 10,000, probably 10.2 to 10.8. You know, then we could look at Bitcoin running at 12.5, 12.8, you know, and also forming a double top to put us up north of 16. That hasn't happened. So now we're looking at a net neutral to net negative situation, and that's what that chart shows you, to where we do have this descending wedge that again is, you know, putting downward pressure from the inside, kind of on this quick median line at $9,800. But once that fails, or I'm sorry, $9,200. Once that fails, if that fails, then we'll probably be going all the way down to 76, right? 78, 76. It's not much support there in the 8s. That was kind of a quick escalation level, and so when you break through it, you kind of will expect the elevator to fall. So it's like if the elevator takes you up real quick, then when you go back down on the other side, the elevator is going to take you down just as fast, right? And so again, this is the opportunity. I think when we look at BTC and what it offers, what it provides, what it facilitates in our new universe, these are the opportunities. Real quick, I forgot to do this. I got all these slides put together. I do have a channel on Library at Bitcoin LBRY. If you haven't checked that out, please do. It's a 100% completely free, decentralized social media platform, and your boy got the #1 handle on that there thing. So check it out at Library, at Bitcoin on Library. In addition to that, crypto bubbles. As I mentioned, we are net negative on the long term, but we are net positive on the quick term, right? So this is the weekly, right? If we look at crypto bubbles, this is the daily. This is the daily, and you can see it's a lot of red in there. But when you go to the week and even the month, everything literally changes. And again, that's because we are in between two very, very, very big cycles. We also have a free Telegram group. The link is in the description for you guys. I think it's the #1 Bitcoin group in the world on Telegram, like 600, 700 people in that group. And we also have some news articles that are facilitating mainstream adoption to financial technology, digital currency, so to speak. This is what Bitcoin is based on. And so take it as you like it. Bank of America CEO, we want a cashless society, right? What was once, kind of like a unspoken truth, like they were literally pushing us digital, and then Bitcoin kind of came out of nowhere and took the world by storm. But now they're kind of back to pushing it again. Like you can't even get change at some gas stations now. Especially here on the West Coast, like they're not even giving you quarters back, pennies back, right? So essentially this is a move, a very big move to push a cashless society. And this is straight from the horse's mouth over there at Bank of America. CEO Brian, I don't know his last name, kicked off Fortune's inaugural financial conference by discussing the tech-driven strides made by one of the country's largest financial institutions. Let's see, 27 million customers. Look at that, 27 million mobile customers, right? Peer-to-peer, mobile, digital transactions. They already got 27 million of them. 37 million digital. So they got another 37 million, that's coming in on the computer. They got 27 on their cell phone, 37 on their computer, and more than half already digitized. This is the opportunity for BTC. This is the opportunity for blockchain, right? And some people will say, oh, well, they might use Ripple. They might use one of these other protocols. I don't care. As long as it's digital money, guess what? Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all, and Bitcoin will receive value from that transaction, right? As long as people are sending money back and forth through a digital interface, BTC is the #1 protocol in the world for blockchain. And blockchain is light years ahead of the Swift network, which is what most of these Fortune 100 dinosaurs currently run on today. Look it up, LexisNexis. It was built in the early 80s, and these people are still using it to move billions of dollars a day. It's literally a joke. And that's why BTC is here. And that's why it's literally not going anywhere. So again, in closing, I would encourage you to never let this opportunity go to waste. While the rest of the world is literally covering their faces in fear of each other, you can open your mind and expose yourself, called the Boss Method, brought to you by yours truly. So that's all I got for you guys today. It's going to be a major move, but as long as Bitcoin is still squeezing between 92, 88, 96, somewhere in there, as long as it's north, essentially of $8,800, then we're just waiting to see what the powers that be will do, right? And so thank you very much. If you in the chat, let me tell you something. Shout your country out, shout your city out. I'm going to show y'all some love. We got 27 whole people rocking out with me right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. I thank you for each and every one of you guys, man. At one point, I tell you what, I was getting about 5, 6, 7, 800 live streaming with me, but I tell you what, Rome was not built in a day, and so we go build it back brick by brick. Mythological Field. Warren Buffett sold all his shares in Wells Fargo and went all in on Bank of America. That really, to me, that really doesn't make a difference. That's like swapping, swapping $1 worth of dimes for $1 worth of nickels. You still got $1. They're still dealing in the hierarchy of capitalized, capitalism, right? And so it doesn't matter if it's Chase, TD Ameritrade, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, they're all playing for the same team. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? Who cares? That doesn't mean 1 ounce a bit of difference for me. And oh, by the way, Warren Buffett owns Berkshire Hathaway, which, oh, by the way, bought Circle, which, oh, by the way, bought Bittrex. I'm pretty sure. Bittrex or Poloniex, one of those exchanges. So he already owns Bitcoin. He owns the entity that owns the entity that owns Bitcoin. So he's like 3 people removed, but he's still getting paid off the blockchain. Make no mistake about it. Right? Hi, there's a pie over here. All right, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Looks like an imminent move. Yes, it does. All right, cool. And if you do want a shout out, if you didn't get shown any love, it was really only one person that kind of shouted their city out, do it in the comments. Drop your name, your city, your country, let the people know where you're coming in from, and I will make sure to get to you guys in the next video. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay. Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss. Arms.